The Kravene Armada encircled Earth like a glittering noose of death. 200 warships, each the size of a small moon, had arrived without warning 3 days ago. Their demand was simple: surrender or face extinction. High Admiral Zorax, Supreme Commander of the Kravene forces, watched the small blue planet on his view screen with 6 pairs of compound eyes. His mandibles clicked in amusement. "These humans continue to refuse our terms," he chittered to his second-in-command. "Prepare the planetary incinerators." The bridge crew worked efficiently, their carapaces gleaming under the harsh light of the command center. The Kravene had conquered 17 galactic civilizations this cycle alone. Humans would be 18. High Admiral called the communications officer. "The humans are hailing us again." Zorax flicked an appendage dismissively. "Put them through. I will enjoy their pleas for mercy." The view screen shifted to show a human female in a simple gray uniform devoid of ornamentation. Her face betrayed no fear, which Zorax found mildly irritating. "This is General Elena Castillo of the United Earth Defense Force," she said, her voice steady. "We have considered your terms and rejected them. We now offer you our terms. Withdraw immediately or face consequences." Laughter erupted across the bridge, a harsh clicking sound that echoed off the metallic walls. "Consequences?" Zorax's voice dripped with mockery. "Your species has barely mastered rudimentary space travel. We've detected no meaningful weapons platforms, no defense grid, not even a proper battle fleet. What consequences could you possibly offer?" The human's expression remained unchanged. "You have 1 hour to begin withdrawal." The transmission cut abruptly, leaving Zorax momentarily stunned by the audacity. Then he roared with laughter. "The arrogance of primitives never ceases to amaze me," he said, settling back into his command throne. "Prepare a single destroyer to fire on their largest population center. Let them taste a fraction of our power before the end." Aboard the hidden facility on Mars, General Castillo stood before her staff, faces illuminated by the red emergency lighting. "They've rejected our warning," she said simply. Admiral Chen nodded grimly. "As expected. Arrogance is the downfall of every conquering species." "Are the NEMESIS platforms ready?" Castillo asked. "All 30,000 satellites are in position, General. Cloaking fields holding stable. The Kravene have no idea they're surrounded." Castillo gazed at the tactical display, showing Earth encircled by the alien armada. Humanity has hidden its true technological capabilities for over a century, ever since the first contact wars. Today, we reveal ourselves. She took a deep breath. "Activate ENMESIS Protocol Alpha. Authorization Castillo Omega 79. In the void of space surrounding Earth, 30,000 invisible satellites simultaneously drop their cloaking fields. Each one, no larger than a refrigerator, oriented toward the nearest Kravene vessel. On the Kravene flagship, alarms suddenly blared. "High Admiral!" screamed the sensor officer. Unknown objects appearing everywhere. There, a blinding flash of light erupted as thousands of graviton beams sliced through the Kravene ships like they were made of paper. Hulls designed to withstand nuclear bombardment offered no resistance to weapons that temporarily increased gravitational pull along a focus line to millions of times normal strength. Ships were cut in half, then quarters, then eighths in less than 10 seconds. Zorax watched in horror as his mighty armada was reduced to floating debris in under a minute. His flagship, targeted last, shuddered as graviton beams sliced through the lower decks. "Impossible," he whispered, as the view screen reactivated, showing General Castillo again. "The NEMESIS defense grid is one of our older systems," she explained conversationally, as if discussing the weather. "We developed it after the Proxima Centauri incident about 80 years ago." Zorax's mandibles trembled. "But our intelligence?" Your technological level is precisely what we wanted you to see, Castillo finished for him. Humanity learned long ago to hide our true capabilities. Your ship will remain marginally functional to carry our message. She leaned forward slightly. The message is simple: Earth is protected. The consequences for threatening us are extinction. Zorak's flagship, now nothing more than the bridge module and a fragment of engineering deck, drifted helplessly among the remains of his once mighty armada. You deceived the entire galaxy, he managed to say. General Castillo's expression softened slightly. No, Admiral. The galaxy deceived itself. You saw what you expected to see: a primitive species ripe for conquest. You never asked why no other empire has attempted to conquer Earth in the last century. The transmission ended, leaving Zorak staring at the slowly rotating debris field that had been his fleet. 3 days later, a single Craveen escape pod limped back to their home system with recordings of the encounter. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session the following day. The classification of Earth was unanimously changed from emerging civilization to do not approach under any circumstances.